Hello guys, and welcome to Tempest Rising. I'm excited to share with you that the game is available today with the Deluxe Edition. If you'd like to check it out, make sure to click the link in the description which will lead you to the game on Steam. Big thanks to 3D Realms for sponsoring this video. If you are unfamiliar with Tempest Rising, it is a classic RTS base building game with awesome combat. There are two factions, the Global Defense Force and Tempest Dynasty, each of which can be played in their own 11 mission story campaigns and can also be played in skirmish versus AI and multiplayer. If you want to check out skirmish gameplay, my previous video on Tempest Rising shows that off, but today I wanted to dive into the epic cinematic campaigns that this game has to offer. In this one, we're going to be playing as the GDF, or Global Defense Force, which is a corporation of the US, Canada and Western Europe. As you can see here, it says they are self-styled as a peacekeeping force. The Global Defense Force are well trained and well funded and specialise in analysing and shutting down battlefield threats. On the field, the GDF use their advanced communications technology to keep one step ahead of the enemy. I'm going to just jump in on normal difficulty. I'll just call it Vulcan and we'll make that our first slot. And here we go, our first mission. So, location in Iceland. Objective, investigate the loss of remote GDF harvesting operations. Tempest harvesting operations have been disrupted in this area. Dynasty interference is suspected. Retake and hold the position. Await arrival of mobile construction vehicle, then build a base and recommence harvesting. Destroy any Dynasty forces and search for signs of a nearby Dynasty base.
Commander, good of you to join us. Gotta say, your file was a pretty impressive read. I'm Colonel Fisher. You'll be reporting directly to me. We could certainly use someone with your track record. Intelligence has a situation brewing in, in Iceland. We have routine Tempest harvesting all over the grid, but some of the lights are going out, starting from the East Coast. If you ask me, I reckon it looks deliberate. I want you to do a sweep of the area and flush out any Dynasty forces you might find. Remind them that the GDF isn't to be trifled with. I'll link your control interface to the battle network. If you've got any questions, now's the time to voice them.
These briefings do have speech options which give you a bit more detail, so let's try these out.
Despite what you hear in the news, the Tempest Dynasty isn't actually led by Domovoy Malkalin. You've seen his face. He's a figurehead, being puppeted around as a mascot. All because he founded the Dynasty, gave his people something to focus on in the fallout. It's PR. These days he probably doesn't know where he is half the time. The Dynasty is actually controlled by Alex Malkalin, his son. That man's the reason the Dynasty even qualifies as a military, rather than a band of old men waving their sticks at the world because of how the war ended. They're a threat, sure, but only because they think they've got something to point. That's why we're here.
What's the threat level?
Technically, the threat level is negligible. To be honest, I don't like it. If it is the Dynasty, they're up to something. There's a lot of Tempest all over Iceland, and you know they're obsessed with the stuff. Why go all that way just to harass our harvesters? They've got their own irradiated zones to squabble over. Let's hope a small contingent just got a bit too big for their own boots. Watch your back out there, that's all I'm saying.
Finally, we'll ask him, what kind of forces are we expecting?
According to scopes, nothing. We're chasing ghosts with guns. Maybe it is nothing, but I'll believe that when I see it. Take care of your units, and keep your eyes sharp. They're counting on you.
Alright, no further questions.
Glad to hear it. Stand by while I patch you through, and good luck. I put my neck on the block to get you this position. Don't let me down. Let's see what you can do, Commander.
A very high quality briefing. Very cool indeed. And see now that we are being directed to Iceland over what is a very cool map. We have our doctrines here, the Armory, all of the missions, this one being the first.
Tempest harvesting operations have been disrupted in this area. Dynasty interference is suspected. Retake and hold the position. Await the arrival of a mobile construction vehicle, then build a base and recommence harvesting. Destroy any Dynasty forces and search for signs of a nearby Dynasty base.
Alright, let's go.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Alright, here we are after those very high quality cinematics. Absolutely awesome.
Affirmative!
And we're introduced to the first mission. It's just going to take us through a little bit of a tutorial by the looks of things. Some hints on the left hand side, so you can read up on those.
Fire!
The control right mouse button is attack move. That's handy to know.
You got it! Acknowledged! Engaging enemy!
Really cool animations.
Move out!
Paratroopers incoming! Good luck out there!
You got it!
Now we're going to get access to the drone operator. So we can now remote control his drone using Z.
Yes, command.
Unit is under attack.
We can use that to go and see what's happening ahead of us.
Drone up reporting. Roger that.
Moving out! Line them up! Sir, yes, sir!
Nice
Yes,
kill.
sir! Awaiting orders. Targeting! Reporting. Affirmative.
Blow stuff up with
Moving
the
out.
funsies.
You got it. Acknowledged.
Alright, cool.
You got it.
Carry on. But really,
On your
really
command.
awesome animations in this game. The model quality
Sir.
is absolutely
Sir,
fantastic.
yes, sir. Infantry. Move out. Acknowledged.
Really big fan of the music as well.
Flame turret sighted! Get back! What about backup? We can scout with our drones, see if there's another way in.
So we can target this with the drones because that will keep us out of range. So that worked out nicely. Could have also probably attacked these barrels to blow that up. Gonna blow up that building. Blow up this one as well.
Primary objective accomplished.
Moving out. Yes, sir.
Wonderful.
Sir, yes, sir. You got it.
Ready and waiting.
Affirmative. You got it. Affirmative.
Yes, command.
Okay, so
Commander.
with that SAM site,
Fire! Fire!
might as well just go use
Engaging
our
enemy.
normal infantry.
Move out.
Wonderful.
Fire! Reporting. Yes.
Reinforcements have arrived.
I think I lost a unit
Awaiting
there
orders.
with the barrels
Moving
blowing
out.
up next to us.
Riot medic ready to roll. Let's get to work.
Thankfully I do have the riot medic who can help heal up my troops there.
Shield
Brilliant. And we've also been given a couple of sentinels which can mark enemy units.
On call.
Marking an enemy unit will increase the damage other units do to them, which is really quite handy.
Holding ground. Suppressing. Stat. On my way. Understood. Receiving you, Commander. Commander, we are under fire here. Need an assist. As soon as I can.
Let's get up on the ridge here. Help kill those. Wonderful.
Location received. Stat.
Go and heal them up.
Standing by.
Might as
You
well
got
get that cash while we're here.
Commander. You got it.
The
Sir,
Grenadiers made short work of them.
Thanks for the help, Commander. Standing by for orders. Reporting.
Okay, we now have Grenadiers.
Explosives ready.
Commander, GDF forces collect intel as a resource. Intel is used to authorize limited countermeasures, such as unit abilities and support powers.
sir.
On dispatch.
Okay, our objective, our side objective is over on the left here.
The Sentinel Scout car's alternate fire mode exchanges firepower for marking rounds, generating intel when marked targets are destroyed.
That's the marking round there. And that allows us to do that extra damage and also gain the intel that it was talking
Riot
about.
medic reporting. Understood. As soon as I can.
Just shoot
Holding
those
ground.
barrels, shoot these barrels,
There.
Infantry.
and we'll take that out nice and quick. They will shoot down some of my drones, but the drone guys get them back over time.
On your command. Moving out. Acknowledged. Move out. Affirmative.
Shield and
So let's make sure my medic's coming with me.
Stat. As soon as I can. Holding ground. Understood. On my way. Location received.
Got an igniter there. Playing through a guy. He's looking awesome.
Explosives ready.
Okay, so we're going to have the drone
On call.
deal with him. We can also, of course, shoot the barrels. That will probably help us out.
You need me? Confirmed HQ. Reporting.
And let's just make sure that they come to us.
Incident report. Location received.
It doesn't look like they want
Commander,
to.
you see those barrels by that power plant? Stat. That's close enough. This shield's too tough. Holding ground.
Very good.
On my way. Get back. On the ground.
Kill those. Oh, look at that explosion.
As soon as I can.
Cool.
Stay right there.
Very cool.
Don't even try it. Ready to move out. Ready for contact.
Destroy that harvester.
Additional silos required.
Very nice.
Hold it there.
Destroy all of these.
Location received.
That's giving us loads of intel.
Holding ground. As soon as I can.
We'll just take this building out
Holding ground.
and onwards we go.
Someone ordered backup. Construction vehicle standing by, Commander. Let's build up that base.
Okay, so here we have an MCV. MCVs are your construction vehicles. You have to deploy them into a construction yard. In the skirmish and multiplayer, you build like multiple of these around the map to increase your construction capabilities.
Constructing.
Now we're going to make a power plant because you do require power to keep your buildings working. All the
Shield and
numbers.
Caduceus.
Inward.
You need me?
Construction complete.
It's telling us to use hold position.
Location received. Understood. On my way. Confirmed HQ.
Rifle ready.
Cut down these guys as they come in. Very nice.
Awaiting orders. Move out.
Perfect. Alright, let's go and build a refinery. We'll build a refinery
Constructing.
near the Tempest Vines. So the Tempest Vines are the resources in this game, and you collect them using your harvesters that go to the refinery.
On dispatch.
So over here, probably want to continue forwards and try and take out the SAM
Location
sites.
received.
Construction complete.
Holding ground.
Those SAM sites, they're going to do a number on my drones. We could leave the drone guys behind and just push in with the
As soon as I
rest.
can. On dispatch. Understood.
Gotta be careful here not to line up my infantry too much.
Incident report. That's close enough.
Explosives ready. Acknowledged.
Stat. As soon as I can. Get back. This shield.
Secondary objective accomplished.
Nice.
Airstrike ready. Let's pick a location, Commander.
So now that we've taken care of the SAM, we can bring in one of our first strikes. This is the Tempest airstrike that we'll watch come in and blow a hole in this gate.
Constructing.
It's building a barracks there and a silo. Silos will allow us to hold more credits if we're kind of floating.
Accomplished. Unit is under attack.
Yeah, that certainly works. Absolutely destroyed.
You need me? On my way.
Okay, our barracks is built, which means that now we can create some infantry. So we can add some field scouts, we can add some drone operators, we can even make defenses now if we want to defend the base.
Unit ready.
I've got the satellite uplink. The satellite uplink will unlock support powers, which allows us to use that intel.
Unit ready.
Ready to move out.
Unit ready.
Okay, we've got some pillagers here. These are like double flamer tanks, so we're going to have to be a bit careful with those.
Commander, you can now train grenadiers from the barracks. The satellite uplink will also collect intel passively. Unit ready.
Riot medic reporting.
So yeah, building this satellite uplink has unlocked the grenadier, which we're going to build after the drone guys. Then we'll be pushing in to the base here.
Ready to move out. Standing by.
Keep these behind.
On dispatch.
Unit ready.
We'll change this to marking projectiles.
You need me? Holding ground.
Unit ready.
Waiting orders. On call.
Brilliant.
On my way.
That works.
On the
Ooh,
ground.
we lost that one. It got far ahead of itself.
Firing on target. Shield and Caduceus. Suppressing.
This is their main base, so we're going to get rid of that.
Unit ready.
Wonderful.
Hell yeah! That's the last of them.
Job done. Let's continue. So I managed to complete it in 12 minutes, and I guess that encourages you to maybe go back and replay it to get a better time. The secondary objectives give you requisition points, which is cool, and we can spend that on upgrades in between campaign missions. There's also doctrine points and armory points. Very nice. Let's continue. Have a briefing from the GDF leader.
Commander, still in one piece. Nice work, but we're not done here yet. Stand by. I'm patching you through to R&D. Dr. Francis wants a word with you. Dr. Francis, this is the one I told you about.
Just a second, Colonel. Ah, good. You're the one operating near VulcanHDGaming, right? Anything and everything related to Tempest research goes through my team. And Iceland has Tempest in abundance. We have over 24 harvesting jobs over there. And evidently the small military presence the Council deemed to allot us isn't anywhere near enough. The Dynasty wants the Tempest. I need you to keep them off our harvesters. I think you can do that?
Tell me more about the Tempest.
First time working in the field with it? Vines are usually what catches the eye first, but it's the pods that are the highest interest. The fluid inside carries an incredible potential for energy conversion, clean and extremely efficient. Power that grows on trees. Far too hyperbolic for my taste, but you get the picture. I know Carmen and Writhing, the Tempest looks downright nightmarish, but we found it favors areas of high fallout saturation for a reason. As it spreads, the radiation readings go down. Still, we have a lot yet to learn. I have biologists working on its cellular structure. The interesting thing is, it looks like a plant, but it's not. It's not even eukaryotic.
How do you harvest the Tempests?
Our harvesters extract the Tempest fluid directly from the pods and carry it back to the refinery for processing, and is added to your credits. The refinery can only store so much, but you can use silos to store the excess. Harvesters are shielded to prevent the buildup of Tempest charge, but take care of how you position your other vehicles. A charge plays havoc with electronics, and most vehicles aren't graded for proximity to the Tempest. The Dynasty does things a little different. Instead of a refinery, they use those huge mobile rigs.
And what is the Tempest used for?
For the most part, the juice is used as an energy source. It's combustible, but the easiest and safest way to harness the energy is with simple electrodes. You don't have to worry about that, though. The Tempest you harvest is accumulated as credits, which you can then use to construct a base and build your forces. From the way the Tempest interferes with unshielded tech, it also shows potential for use on the battlefield, with charged imbued shells. We're currently field testing these. Before research was suspended, prior evidence indicates that no part of the Tempest formation is edible.
So try to eat it. Alright, no further questions.
Good. Take care of my techies out there. If you'll excuse me. Colonel.
Commander, I'm sending your troops to reinforce a base that just went dark. Push the Dynasty out, repair the base, and get our refineries back online. If the Dynasty are here for our Tempest, harvest as much as you can before they can take it. The nest has been kicked. Let's see what comes crawling out.
Moving on to the next mission, let's see what the briefing has to say.
A GDF base is under attack. You'll be commanding the reinforcements. Reach and recapture the base before it falls. Once harvesting operations are back online, protect your harvesters as they gather the remaining Tempest. The Dynasty are establishing bases in GDF-held zones to take our Tempest. They are to be denied.
We do have the ability to upgrade our doctrines here, and in the Armory we can buy bonuses using the requisition points that we gained from the previous mission. So aircraft armor, for example, gives air units 30% extra health. Bunker Busters causes rocket weapons to damage units inside of garrisons, so that's pretty awesome. Let's have a look at these doctrine points. So all units and buildings which can provide comms have 40% increased health. The barracks now also produces comms. Mobility, structure are cooled down 20% faster and return 50% bonus credits when sold. Or advanced data collection. If marking expires on an enemy unit without it dying, the player will gain 1 intel. And you'll see that each of these will continue to give us even more bonuses, and I believe in the skirmish and multiplayer you can also get these bonuses by using doctrine points or intel. We'll just take the armored communications and we'll take the boosted comms, which is the comms range is improved by 50% for all comms providers. Range of weapons or effects which produce marking is increased by 30%. That'd be really nice. So comms is basically a bonus that increases rate of fire with nearby units, if I remember correctly. We have the Hornet's Nest. Here is our next mission, and in the Armory, let's see what else we can get going. So first aid kits. All infantry heal themselves over time when not in combat at a rate of 1% of their maximum health every 1 second. That could be pretty nice. All drone units fire lasers instead of micro missiles. That could be cool. And then laser weapons gain 30% bonus range. All infantry get sight range. All production generates 1 intel every 20 seconds. There's napalm grenades. Pilot repair training. There's so much stuff that we can get. This is very cool. I think having the passive healing would be really handy. So we'll take first aid kits. And then we can put that into our loadout, and that's going to use up 2 slots. We only have 2 slots at the moment. As we do more missions, we'll unlock more slots so that we can bring in more these buffs. So that's kind of cool. Really like the way that the campaign is set up here. Let's go and start the next one, the Hornet's Nest. Start it on normal difficulty.
Battle command uplink initializing. Please stand by.
You picking us up, Commander? Entering zone of action now. Let's get to the base. Weapons at the ready. We don't know what's out there.
The riot van can carry up to 6 infantry units at a time. Its riot suppression ability can stun enemy infantry for a few seconds.
Received. Loud.
So it has the ability here, the suppression system. So activate riot van suppression system.
Heading in. Standing by.
I think we need to be in range of the infantry for it to actually work.
Let's go. Your orders. Ready for pickup.
When you're coming up against large groups of enemies,
Loud and clear,
I
Commander.
imagine that's very handy.
Five man.
We'll let the other one go
Ready for
first.
pickup. Roger, Command. Kick it. Standing by. Received. Affirmative. Understood.
Okay, let's see if we can use it on these. Here we go. They're all stunned now.
Acknowledged.
We're able to take them out.
Your orders.
We do have infantry inside these
Ready
right
to
bands.
roll.
We want to
Right
unload them, but we won't just yet.
On the road. Target spotted. Heading in. Let's go. Kick it. Location set. Affirmative. Location set. Let's go.
Looks like that was just another path that we could travel down
Everyone
if we
buckled
wanted
in?
to.
Heading in.
Really
Roger,
like the
Command.
terrain.
Standing by.
Very cool.
Loud and clear, Command. Target spotted. Let's go. Stay back. Affirmative. Affirmative. Roger, Command. Kick it. Light them up.
Alright, let's get these unloaded.
Time to go. We're here. What do you need?
Brilliant.
On the road.
Right,
Received.
onwards we go.
On the road. Head him.
There's the base! Enemy sighted!
On it. On alert. Five man.
It's no infantry for us to stun, unfortunately. We've just got to try and take out these tanks.
Primary objective accomplished.
Thanks for the rescue, Commander. We weren't gonna last much longer.
Good job, Commander. I have the base back online. Let's get that Tempest harvested.
Ready to roll. On the road. Received.
Receiving.
Network units gain advantage against marked targets. So
Closing
this is,
ground.
for example, the hunter tank here.
Waiting orders. Come in, Command.
So when we're marking targets with the sentinels,
Anywhere you
a
say.
unit like this will increase its damage.
Loud and clear, Command. Affirmative. Standing by. Where do you need me? Gun him down. Affirmative. Let's go. Sentinel here. Standing by. Moving.
Commander, it looks like there's some larger Tempest fields in the area. I'm linking you up with a support beacon. Use it to build up structures away from your base. Secure the Tempest before the Dynasty can.
So we're going to wait for the support beacon to come in, and that's going to allow us to build a refinery here.
I'm listening.
With the refineries, you can't build resource collectors from the refineries, the harvesters. You have to build them from the vehicle bay, so that is something that's worth noting.
Complete.
On the other side, the Tempest Dynasty, they have their big refineries that have like 4 collectors on them, so that's pretty cool how that's different. And there are many more differences like that between the two factions.
Ready for pickup.
On your command!
It doesn't look like the enemy will be coming in from up here, so probably going to be coming up from this ramp.
Heading in. Waiting orders.
Let's
Ready
move
to
in this
roll.
direction. Also maybe over here as well.
Heading in. Hold the line.
Our base is under attack.
Kick it. Let's go.
There's a damn rig on the ground! The Dynasty are taking the Tempest!
Engineers can repair vehicles, disarm mines, and construct guard towers. They can also capture enemy structures, train an engineer, and capture the Tempest rig to deny Dynasty harvesting. Our base is under attack.
Okay, we're going to get barracks up.
Constructing.
We'll build the engineer that they were talking about.
Our base is under attack.
Probably be worth me keeping some infantry over here. Like as soon as we have the barracks up, we're just going to want to pump out as much infantry as possible.
Construction complete.
After that we can get a vehicle bay and we can start to get some more resource collectors, so we'll do that as well.
Training.
So there's the engineer. I'll build a couple just in case, and then we're going to build a bunch of field scouts, which are our main infantry.
Silos detected. Destroy them to disrupt enemy economy. Unit ready.
Engineering.
Okay, it's also asking us to put a guard tower here,
Construction
so we'll
complete.
do that as well.
Setting it up.
Secondary objective accomplished.
Sir.
We'll now have him fix up these
I like
vehicles.
Under attack.
The grenades there causing AoE damage.
Unit ready.
Sir!
Absolutely deleting them.
Our base is under attack.
But we are being attacked from that direction as well. Interesting.
Unit ready.
Okay, well,
Tools ready.
we can build
Constructing.
another turret up here, which will be helpful.
Our base is under attack.
Commander?
And I could also build one over here. It's just going to be infantry attacking us.
Unit
Those
ready.
turrets should deal with them nicely.
Reporting!
In terms of vehicles, we'll go for a harvester or two.
Unit ready.
Could also get a repair bay, but it's not a massive priority.
Sir.
Right, with these forces, let's carry on and go and capture
No problem. Acknowledged. No
generator.
problem.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good.
No problem. Affirmative.
What I could do actually is put the engineers inside the riot bands for their safe
Commander,
until we
the
get there.
satellite uplink grants access to upgrades for some structures. Select a structure to view available build pods.
Standing by. Everyone bottled in? Loud and up. Acknowledged. Understood. Stay back. I see him.
Okay, we've done a decent
Hold the
job there.
line. Hold the line. Received. Roger that.
Of course, we are just playing on normal difficulty, so I imagine on harder difficulties this can get very difficult indeed. Also, bear in mind that this is only the second mission, so I imagine the complexity of the missions will also increase quite dramatically. Right, let's not automatically attack
Ready
that.
for pickup.
I'll have my engineer go and capture it.
No problem.
Okay, brilliant. Now vehicles, we want some more hunter tanks, so we'll bring them out.
We should construct our own silos before we run out of Tempest storage. I'm in, sir. Heavy rig secured, Commander.
Our harvester is under attack.
Build a couple more silos. We'll keep the harvester alive.
Construction complete.
Commander,
Construction complete. Additional silos required.
Let's get plenty of these tanks up. We'll keep pumping out
Yes,
infantry
sir.
and grenadiers because those will use up a lot of the credits here.
Constructing.
I'm gonna make sure that we have a decent cap for our credits. They can start to come in very quickly when you start to use multiple resource sites.
No problem. Affirmative.
vehicle reporting. Making tracks.
Construction complete. Additional silos required.
No problem. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Unit is under attack.
Infantry! You got it!
Roger.
Sir?
There is some
Ready, sir.
pretty nasty turrets there.
Your orders.
Unit ready.
Let's make sure we have a decent force before we take that on.
Anywhere you say.
Additional silos required.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Brilliant.
Unit ready.
We can build another vehicle bay, but we'll need the power for that, so let's go and put up a power plant first, and then we'll pop out the vehicle bay.
Acknowledged.
Unit is under attack.
I could also do with another barracks.
Construction complete.
Reporting. Moving out.
Sir, just give me a minute.
On your command. Commander. Yes, sir.
Let's have a look around here,
Light them up.
if there's more to find.
Rifle ready.
3 credits.
Engaging enemy. Sir, yes, sir. You got it. Acknowledged.
On your command. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Training.
Roll out.
Unit is under attack. Training.
You see we have like number 1, number 2 for the different ones that we have.
Construction complete.
I'm going to get a couple of
Training.
more engineers as well, just to make sure we're fixing things up.
Unit ready.
Commander. Moving out. You got it. Move out.
Unit ready.
That's a rather large patch of Tempest vines. We
Additional
could build
silos
a new
required.
refinery here,
Constructing.
along with
Unit
some
is under
silos.
attack.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Training.
Receiving.
Training.
Okay,
Tools are ready.
Unit ready.
let's go destroy some turrets.
Construction complete.
The base looks heavily guarded. Is there another way in?
Ready, sir.
Construction complete.
I think it's going to matter that it's heavily guarded with the amount of hunter tanks I have. Get rid of that turret. It's going to do a lot of damage otherwise.
Anywhere you say. Receiving. You got it. Acquired. Guns come out.
There is crush in this game, so you do have to be careful. Like light infantry can be run over by enemy
Ready,
vehicles.
sir. No problem.
Okay, we just brute forced our way through the front door.
Affirmative. No problem. No problem.
Ready to roll.
On the road.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders. Fire! Fire!
Oh, there's also a flamer tank on the backside there. Alright, all my infantry's dead.
Unit is under attack.
That's unfortunate.
Training.
Oh, we can always send some more. That's absolutely
Tools are
fine.
ready.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Training.
Standing by.
Sighting.
This flamer's trying to do damage, but not quite doing the job.
Good job, Commander.
Unit ready.
Ready, sir.
Fantastic. That's mission complete. So we managed to complete that one in 14 minutes and 9 seconds. Get another 1,800 requisition points, another doctrine point, and one more armory point. I would love to continue the campaign for you guys, but unfortunately that's all I have time for. The official release date for this game is 24th of April, but if you want to play it now you can if you purchase the deluxe edition. Make sure to click the link in the description, which will take you to the scene page where you can do just that. Overall, I think the production quality in Tempest Rising is absolutely fantastic. The cinematics and the briefings are all done very, very well, and I think it's something that we've been missing a lot from recent RTS games. Gameplay is solid, and the interactions can get really interesting and complex between the different units as you unlock more of them. What I showed you today was only the tip of the iceberg with what you can do with these factions, especially in skirmish and multiplayer. I absolutely love the old school vibes, but also that it's so beautiful and meets modern standards. If you're interested in Tempest Rising, make sure to click the link in the description. But that's all from me. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.